Would you like to have your query letter critiqued, but you don't want to pay to have that happen? It can be done for free, but it will be public out here and on my socials. My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. Information on how to submit will be at the end of the video, but please remember there's a real live person on the other side of this, and so everyone needs to be nice in the comment section and no one tells them to just self-publish, because that's not how any of this works. Let's jump in. I am seeking representation for A Hateful Creator, an adult science fantasy novel completed 101,000 words that blends the revenge-fueled fights of Sarah Wolf's Heavenbreaker with Martha Wells' All Systems Red exploration of humanity. 100 years have passed since humanity was forced to evacuate Earth. Most don't remember the hellfire or the flame-clad monsters that threatened extinction, and those that do remember choose not to. I don't think that you need those details. It is really difficult to explain a lot of fantasy creatures and monsters and world-building elements without sounding a little like, it's cool, I promise. They're cool in the sense that, like, as you are reading through the story, but like just calling it like flame monsters, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what flame monster, like, I get it, but I also like it doesn't mean a lot. It doesn't land the same way. I recommend like taking out the reasons for it. They were forced to evacuate Earth. Good enough. 23-year-old Reed Keller is the former. I don't usually think it's useful to include ages unless it is young adult. There are a couple of rare instances in which including an age might be helpful. I don't think this is one of them. Born too late to experience the abandonment, the most danger the rookie cop encounters is drunken scuffles outside of bars and the occasional threat of a punch from a disgruntled ticketed citizen. I would point out where they are living. So we evacuated Earth. Is this like Wall-E, where we are just like living in our eternal cruise ship in the sky? Have we populated Mars? Are we like, where is humanity living? Give us some of the vibes. So instead of this up here that doesn't affect our characters, knowing where they do live does affect our characters. People often ask me, like, which world building elements do I include? The ones that impact your characters. This is not part of his life. Knowing whether he's living on a spaceship that is just cruising around the galaxy for forever, whether they have colonized Mars, whether they are trying to inhabit some crater that also has alien creatures on it, like, that's the world building that impacts your character, not this stuff. But when Reed discovers his upstairs neighbor murdered at the hands of a machine unlike anything ever seen, fear is quick to spread around the Martian capital of New London. Aha, okay, so here we go. Move that up higher. Reed is ordered to leave the case to those more experienced, and as someone scared to disobey, he's inclined to agree. But with the chance to do something more than issue parking tickets, Reed refuses to sit on the sidelines. Sounds like a mystery. I know you sold it as a science fantasy. I think this is like a mystery is the structure that you are following here, because it seems like what Reed wants is to stop this killer. What is he willing to do to get it? Looks like we're going to get that down here. So this feels like a mystery if we are trying to, maybe, I don't know. But the pursuit of justice is one lined with death. Take that out. That's not doing anything. As more fall victim to the machine, a terrible sin shrouded in lies marks the path forward. And when the truth comes, the emergence of an enemy promising death in the name of vengeance. Okay, so maybe not a mystery. Okay, I take back what I said before. And nothing, not even the destruction of the monstrous machine, will guarantee peace. For all creations, even those most sinister, carry a piece of their creator. Now, this might be interesting if you were giving us the right types of details in here. So I would pull out this log line. I would remove the world building with like the hellfire and monsters. And I would instead like focus on, this feels like the theme that you are trying to drive home. I would focus on this more. So who is our main character? That is Reed. What is it that he wants? He wants to stop the monster machine that is killing people. What is it? We don't need to know what destroyed Earth because we're never going back to Earth. So we don't need any of that. What is he willing to do to get it? Not super clear, like we're chasing down a monster in a machine, but like in order to catch the monster, he's willing to catch the monster. So clarify what he's willing to do to get it. What is standing in his way? Monster, danger, mayhem. And what happens if he fails? Like lots of people are going to keep dying, I think is the theme that we are getting at here. So we need to clarify stakes. We need to clarify what is at risk. And we've talked about like why Reed kind of wants to be the guy that's doing this. Why is he the right one to do it? What is he bringing to the table other than just being like a rule-abiding cop? What does he bring to the table that helps him be the one to solve this crime? If you would like to submit, information on how to do so is in my bio. If you do not want to do this publicly, you can do this through my editing service. Information on that is also linked in my bio. It's in the link tree. If you don't want to wait for either of those lines, because they are both pretty long, I have a class that is 3.5 hours of content that teaches you how to write a query letter, how to synopsis, polish your 10 pages, how to navigate some tricky etiquette within the querying space. And it also includes before and afters of clients that I have worked with, what their letter looked like at the start, what it looked like when it went on submission. And those people all went on to either sign with literary agents or with publishing contracts. That class is linked under the series button on TikTok, or it is available on my Patreon. That is $30 for 3.5 hours of content.